coming to this first meeting of Weinman and Bread & Co. Now, first I want to say that one of the great things that I believe we can all look forward to is kind of building a home. You know, the great things are surveying the land, watching the home come up, and then spending months afterwards insulating, damaging your lungs as you breathe in fiberglass, all the while the material you're using is helping our world literally burn up. It's great, isn't it? But what if those last 2 points didn't have to be like that? What if there was a material that was organic, inexpensive, and more than anything, not just carbon neutral, carbon negative? You can actually go and help our carbon problem by building homes. I introduce you Hempcrete.
All right, so first we're going to go over some of the background of the issues. As Connor mentioned, there are some health concerns and there are also a lot of environmental concerns. So as many of us know, there's no question that carbon dioxide is the biggest contributor to human-caused climate change today. And we all know what this looks like. We all know the greenhouse effect. We all know that it's bleaching our corals, that it's melting our polar ice caps, that it's changing the currents of our oceans. But when you look at hempcrete compared to traditional building materials, especially traditional insulation, hempcrete is so much better for the environment. When you look at foam and fiberglass, which are the two most common forms of insulation today, the foam, for example, adds 38.5 kilograms per panel of CO2 to the environment. So that's each panel. Fiberglass adds 17.6 kilograms of CO2 to the environment per panel. On the other hand, hempcrete takes away 87.1 kilograms per panel.
And it does this because hempcrete is made out of hemp, lime, and water. Just like concrete, you take the minerals out and you replace it with hemp. And hemp, being a carbon-based life form, is made of carbon. So effectively, it actually removes CO2 from the atmosphere and helps our situation.
All right, so like Connor just said, it's made of lime, water, and hemp hurds. So hemp hurd is the core of the stalks of the cannabis sativa strain, or sativa. It's this one right here. The indica strain is the one that is traditionally used in like recreational marijuana. The sativa one is the one that's traditionally used for medical like CBD oil. So right now the stalk is just being thrown out because it's a waste material. What we would be doing is taking that waste material and using it to make hempcrete. So hempcrete, it's not exactly concrete or insulation. It can be kind of used as both. It's not as strong as concrete, so you're not going to be building skyscrapers out of this. But you can build a 1 to 2 story house making walls like this, or you can use it as insulation. And it's actually more efficient insulation than traditional foam or fiberglass methods. So there are new developments in the industrial hemp industry right now. In 2018 in the US, in the Farm Bill, there was a stipulation that industrial hemp and its derived products are now legal on the federal level. And this is a graph right here that is the projected growth of the US industrial hemp market. So you can see we're right here. It's gonna grow in the next like 10 or so years. It's already bigger in other parts of the world, but this is the time that we need to join now in the US market to make an impact.
So our specific plea here is you have a lot of regular hempcrete production models right now in France and UK especially, where they're just building walls out of it. You know, you make the sides, you pack it down, that's your wall. However, we want something that is accessible, easy to use, and can be used for re-insulation purposes. Now, if you need to re-insulate your house, you can use it. So our idea is to make hempcrete prefabricated blocks. Now, we have the mold right there. Unfortunately, the hempcrete is actually coming in next week, but we'll have that for you. But the idea is that you're able to go, and with things like this shape, they interlock, and one by one by one, you can build up your walls around the studs too, as you can see with this. You can build it up, have a good insulation for your home, and instead of using things that go and exacerbate our climate and our environmental conditions or circumstances, you can actually use a material that will actually make your home have a positive impact on the environment while being good for your wall with this thermal regulation for your home. So our development process, we're hoping to go and apply for the Kaplan grant, which will give us 3 years funding, $50,000 each a year. That will give us the ability to go and get molds that are made out of steel, longer lifespan, and eventually build up our industry. We distribute to local distributors right now, like Potomac Valley and Brickco, which we're going to do on the local level. Eventually build our company up to, here's Potomac Valley, build our company up to go and be partners Allied Concrete Products, which have a variety of partners already, but become them, and they have distribution methods to go to Lowe's, Ace, Home Depot, to make this an accessible product that anyone can use. However, so
our product is environmentally conscious, it is consumer friendly, it is good for your health. We're ready to build the future.
Are you?
Nice. Especially because it's something as important as home building that people have been becoming this next generation and very traditional. How do you actually build the demand for this and combat the inertia that most people have with like banks and building houses? How do you get people to build that?
Well, quite simply, people will follow the usually hand of the market. And since this is going to be cheaper, especially as economies scale